Think math.
Work out the relative frequency for each class and list them down the page. 0.25, 0.5, 0.25. They add to 1. Try other data, or split into different classes, and it is 1 again. Is that a happy accident, or did it have to happen? Remember how each one was made. The first class was the first frequency divided by the total, and the second was the second frequency divided by the total. The thing we divided by was not different for each class. It was the same total every time. Every denominator is identical, and that one fact is enough. Fractions with equal denominators are easy to add. Keep the denominator and add the numerators. So the sum of the relative frequencies is all the frequencies added up, divided by the total. The whole sum of the frequencies drops into the numerator. And what was the sum of the frequencies? The total frequency itself, because every piece of data goes into exactly one class, once. So the numerator and the denominator are the same number. The same number over itself is always 1. This is worth using as a check. Work out all the relative frequencies, add them, and if the answer is not 1, then something went wrong somewhere. Rounding to 2 decimal places can leave it a whisker off, of course. That is the rounding, not the property, so it is nothing to worry about. So it happens because equal denominators let the numerators add, and those numerators come to the total. Whatever the data, however the classes are cut, whatever the group size, the answer is 1. Next time, how to get the frequencies back out of the relative frequencies. See you in the next one. A sip of math every day here at Think Math.